Now I bet this is the movie most of you were looking forward to. So was it good? Was it worth all the wait? Will this movie save the MCU? Let's talk about it. Welcome back, Visionaries. We are going to be talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, I promise you this will be a spoiler-free review. I won't be spoiling anything because I feel that this movie is best watched with you knowing as little as possible about it. So stay away from the latest trailer as well. That contains a lot of spoilers. Now let's start with my first question. Is this movie good? Yes, and it is one of the best MCU movies that has come out in a while. Then my next question, will this movie save the MCU? I personally don't think so. One good movie does not equal to franchise being saved. Same way, one bad movie does not equal to franchise has fallen off. There needs to be a consistency of good movies to say that yes, the MCU is being saved. Here's a quick plot synopsis first. Deadpool is struggling with the idea of his own importance, whether he matters or not, and at the same time, TVA shows up and tells him that his universe is about to be destroyed by them, so he needs to go and find a way with Wolverine to save his universe. So let's start with the good. Right out of the bat, I have to talk about the Deadpool and Wolverine relationship and dynamic in this movie. Deadpool is a very comical character who breaks the fourth wall, really pokes fun at people and everything, and is very careless. Whereas Wolverine is the complete opposite. He's very serious, angry and impatient. I think their personalities balance out each other very nicely, whether they are arguing, fighting or just having a road trip together. Their relationship is very entertaining. Of course, a lot of people have said this for a very long time. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool are some of the most perfect casting in cinema history. I think the character growth these two had were also pretty great. This is a different Wolverine from the previous Wolverine we know. So he has a tragic backstory and the development and the way he grows as a character was really engaging. And Deadpool too. Then let's talk about the comedy. The comedy here is very effective, just like the first two Deadpool movies. Just Deadpool doing his own things and I really loved it. There were of course fourth wall breaks in this movie as well. And also I like how Deadpool is just straight up calling out the MCU because of some of the issues they've had for the past few years in their movies and shows. I wish I could mention some of the comedy and why exactly they were very funny, but I can't because it will be spoilers. I just want you to know this movie is very funny and really entertaining with the R-rated jokes. Then let's talk about the action and the soundtrack. Yes, I put these 2 points together because they go in hand very well. There was even a Madonna song playing during the action scenes and that was really very fun. The soundtrack really adds more hype and makes you more amped up for the fight scenes that's about to come, and also makes you laugh out loud because of how well the song and the scenes go hand in hand. It really reminds me of how effectively Guardians of the Galaxy movies use their soundtrack. Then let's talk about the cameos, Easter eggs and fan service as well. There were a lot of cameos I would have not expected in this movie or in any MCU movies. It truly surprised me. Longtime fans of Marvel movies are going to be very satisfied by this. I can't say who the cameos are for spoiler reasons, but I'll say this. The last time we have had cameos and Easter eggs and fan service up to this level was probably in No Way Home. Make sure to keep yourselves far away from those promotional items or any spoilers as possible. Just go in, see the movie as blind as possible because the surprise factor for cameos plays a huge role in the entertainment. This movie is like a nice send-off to the Fox Marvel era and a nice welcome to the new age of Disney Marvel with all these characters as well. Then we have to talk about drawbacks. Now my first one is probably the story. Firstly, the story is all over the place, which didn't really bother me that much. For some reason, I didn't expect a Deadpool movie to have a streamlined and nice story. I kind of expected it to be all over the place. Since, because Deadpool can be a really wacky and comical character. The stakes are not very serious. A lot of Marvel films are about the end of the world, universal destruction and all that. So when they use that same kind of stake in this movie where it's about saving the universe, saving his world, it just feels very derivative, just like other MCU films, so I couldn't take it seriously enough. Then let's talk about the villain. Cassandra is just an ordinary villain, nothing special about her to make her stand out in any way compared to other villains. I don't know for sure if this movie will save the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but all I know is that this movie alone is amazing and it is a step in the right direction for future MCU projects. I don't know how the new Captain America movie with Red Hulk is going to end up, but this is a step in the right direction. I'll give this movie a 9 out of 10. If this came out during the time of phase 1 to 3 of the MCU or even phase 4, I would have given it at max an 8 out of 10. And that's mainly because there's so little good movies this year and recent Marvel projects haven't been so great. So it just added to some greatness in this movie. Like finally, there's a great Marvel project after so long. So that's one thing that added to it. If you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel and see you guys next time. You guys are always the best.